right, so raise your hand if you want to get rich. All right.
No. How is this not a pyramid scheme?
All right.
Hi, this is Sean Cornett with ExpertMLMReview.org. Today we're going to break down ACN, the world's largest direct seller of telecommunication services. And actually that tagline, I believe, is, from my research, absolutely true. I believe they are actually the world's largest direct seller of telecommunication. Okay, so we're going to run through the basics as to give you a better idea of who ACN is and hopefully give you a better idea and enough information so that you can make an informed decision whether this is a good opportunity or a good solid opportunity for you or not. You know, we're going to just talk about the hardcore facts. We're not going to get into speculation, and there are a lot of individuals and entities out there that would say that ACN is a scam by the very direct reason that it is a direct seller or network marketing company. Of course, as you may gather, we are a firm supporter of the business model of network marketing, and you know, of course, as in any industry, there's companies that do it correctly and there's companies that do not do it correctly. So let's take a look today to see if ACN falls in which one of those categories. The first and foremost place to take a look at a review is always going to be the product, because that's the easiest place and way to spot a scam, bar none. So let's take a look at their products and services here on their website. You know, they talk about them a little bit. Their primary leading product is their digital phone service with video phone. This is sort of where they're looking to be innovators in their industry. Where they essentially where they started over 15 years ago was in the telecommunications, traditionally the long distance industry, and of course that industry has changed dramatically. We've all gone VoIP, and really long distance is a dying industry, so to speak. So ACN's moving with the times and trying to innovate into the VoIP video phone business, which I think is a very good move. Of course, they've got an entire product range in the communications arena, including, of course, the long distance, but also internet services, wireless, satellite TV, and direct TV, satellite through direct TV and Dish Network, as well as home security with ADT. So, you know, let's talk about the product a little bit. To do so, we're going to have to go into their website here a little bit and take a look at the product section just to give you an idea as to the overview here. Yeah, as I mentioned, they've got the digital phone services, wireless, long distance, and high-speed internet as well, home security, satellite TV, obviously all within the communications arena. Now, as I mentioned, their leading product is the digital phone service, their video phone. This is where they're trying to be an innovator and sort of their core product line. The rest of them are essentially just product lines that are diversified through third-party companies, with the exception of their local and long distance, which is where they started. You know, the rest of them, you look at wireless, they are essentially resellers for all the major wireless companies out there. Home security, they're essentially a reseller for ADT, and satellite, the same for Dish and DirecTV. They're essentially resellers. So, but their core right here is their digital phone service and local long distance, as well as high-speed internet. That's where they are able to brand themselves, and that's the product offering that they have that has their name on it. So the number one thing you've got to look at is it being marketed at a true retail value? And you know, when you think about these industries, these are not industries that you can really sell realistically at a higher than market value. And that's one of the things that is done by network marketing scams, is the product is marked up way beyond real true retail value. There's no true retail customers. All the people buying the product are simply in it for the opportunity. And that's not the case with ACN. Really, you know, you can't go to your father, your aunt, your uncle, your friend, your neighbor and try to get them to increase their wireless phone bill or their long distance or their home security or satellite bill just because they're your friend. They're not going to do that for you. That's just not the way it works. And the way that the ACN compensation plan is structured is that you do have to acquire real customers. There's no way around it. That's one of the qualifications to get paid, is to acquire real customers beyond your own account. And to do that, ACN has to price their services at a value that's doable in the marketplace. And after looking at the prices of the various products, of course, in satellite, home security, and wireless, they're simply resellers. So they're reselling product from another company at their retail value. That is what's going in the marketplace. For their digital phone service and their local long distance, taking a look at those prices, they are right in line with what's out there in the marketplace. So the bottom line is, the first test of a network marketing scam, they pass. They're definitely selling a true retail product at a price that the marketplace can bear. Okay, let's take a look at ACN, the company, and some of the basics behind that. Company was started over 15 years ago, and that says a lot right there, that they've stand the test of time. Of course, 15 years is relatively short, but in network marketing terms, that's it's very impressive. Remember the DSA, the BBB, which are both very good, credible things to be able to say. But like most companies, they've not been without a few bumps in the road. Back in '02, the company went through a lawsuit with the Canadian Competition Bureau saying that they were illegal pyramid, which is, that happens. The Canadian Competition Bureau is very unfriendly to network marketing, and you know what? They won. Charges actually never survived the preliminary hearing, but then in '05, Australia's Competition and Consumer Commission brought charges similar to Canada. The Australian High Court threw out the case. So they've been through some tough times, and in the course of growing to 20 countries and that they're doing business in, they've obviously experienced some growing pains, but it says a lot that they've gotten through all them and are still going and growing strong. And of course, you see here on the website that they just opened up a brand new world headquarters. Beyond all that, it's a very publicly visible company that who's behind them. You can look up the founders, the people that are in charge, the leadership, and you know where they're at. The biggest thing with a scam is that typically they hide who's behind the company because they don't want anybody to know, because they know that they're running a scam. That's certainly not the case here. They're very visible and a very legitimate company and from that respect. Let's talk about their compensation plan a little bit, and they don't actually show this on their corporate website, but it's really not important. The bottom line is that it is definitely legitimate. They reward you for the acquisition of customers through customer acquisition bonuses as well as residuals from the customer usage. Now, the thing to keep in mind with ACN as far as the compensation plan is that it is very different. It's not your traditional network marketing situation where you've got a consumable or let's just say nutritional product where somebody's spending $100 a month, and there's a lot of markup in that $100, which is what allows them to pay out their residuals and their commissions and such. ACN is very different. They've got a wide variety of product lines, but it's very low markup type industry. Talking about long distance, VoIP service and satellite, there's not much markup there. So their business model is to get a wide array of products that every one of their customers can have. When you look at these product lines here, you can see that one customer could actually be purchasing multiple different products every single month. If you're an agent for ACN or a distributor, and you want to acquire your friend or your family member as a customer, they're probably already paying a satellite bill, maybe a home security, definitely long distance or wireless cell phone, and possibly they're interested in some VoIP service, either one or the other, and also internet. So you can see that the ACN business model is that each one of their customers is probably buying multiple different products. So you've got a situation where instead of $100 a month of high markup, each one of your customers might be using 3 or 4 products at a little bit of a lower markup. So in the long run, it's probably going to work out just about the same in the end. And so you're going for a bit of a higher volume per customer than a traditional network marketing business. But I think that's one of the nice things about this is that these are products that people typically can't live without, with the exception of home security. These are products that every single person is buying every month, and they're going to for the rest of their life. So that gives you a very good residual nature to the income that you might be building here with ACN. Now, when you talk about the industry and the competition for these products, obviously there's some competition. These are almost commodities. That's why they're used by every single person every single day. But of course, the beauty of the ACN business model is that you've got the word-of-mouth influence to be able to acquire these customers. People want to do business with you, and that's how you're going to be able to offer them the value that ACN has in their products and services, and be able to build a business around that. So is ACN a scam? No. Is it legit? Yes. The bottom line is they're a legitimate company selling legitimate retail products through their distributor force and compensating them fairly and legally. Is it for you? Well, that's only for you to decide. But the bottom line is do your research, go in with your eyes wide open, and make a solid decision before you commit, because network marketing is something that you do have to commit to. Give it a year or don't give it a day. Thanks for checking out our review, and obviously check out expertmlmreview.org for more reviews of network marketing companies and as well as the scams.